Austin Film Society and Rebecca for all that they do. We are truly blessed in this community to have such an organization that puts on such elaborate and wonderful parties for all of us movie fans. So thanks again to the Austin Film Society. And my mother's not here because she doesn't like this sort of thing. But I did want to thank her because thanks to my mom, she got me a membership card at a video rental store in St. Clairsville, Ohio. It didn't... Ooh, everybody loves St. Clairsville, right? Go, give it up for St. Clairsville. Well, the important thing is, in the early days, in the early 80s, if you folks can remember those times, you would go into a video store as a 12-year-old, hypothetically, and you could rent any movie you wanted on the shelf. And I systematically watched every single movie that had either boobs or rapid shot gunfire, and it shaped me and made me the man that I am today. So thank you, Mother, for your lack of parental supervision. So tonight we are going to be entering the Grindhouse. I mean, if I had a time machine, the first place I would go, I would not witness the birth of Christ or the crucifixion of Christ. I would probably not go to the Roman Colosseum. I would go back to 42nd Street in Times Square, maybe 1974, 1975, and watch a dollar movie. 12 eye-searing movies back to back to back. Tonight, we are finally entering the realm of the Grindhouse again, so our guests who have made it all possible. But, you know, I want to bring it down a little bit and speak seriously, though, because I'm a Texan. I've lived here almost my entire life, and I think that Texas is home to a lot of really progressive thinkers, and amazing politicians as well, but frankly, lately I've found that we're not quite the greatest. I would have to say, in today's society, the most progressive thinkers in politics today are coming from Arizona. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit. I'm not a scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty good at my little crank trivia game that I play every morning. And I consider myself relatively bright. And I've actually read this legislation in Arizona, and I have to say, there's actually some really wonderful ideas within those pages. How many people have actually read the legislation that's coming out of Arizona in regards to immigration? Well, I have to tell you that there's some really interesting things that they have to say, and as an American, I think that maybe Texas ought to learn a little something from our neighbor to the west. And I, for one, I would like to dedicate, if you don't mind, I mean, I know it's the Film Society's affair, and I know it's the Alamo Draft House night here, but I want to dedicate tonight's screening to the proud and progressive thinkers of Arizona!
I almost hit you. You messed up when you said Texas was the greatest. Was not the greatest. That's why you didn't get shot. Somebody shot in there. Texas is the greatest, don't you forget. You know how close you came to getting your chips greased, buddy? How's everybody doing tonight? It has been a long damn time getting here. I first worked with Quentin Tarantino on a movie called Desperado. It was the first time I met Cheech and worked with Cheech. It was the first time I met and worked with a man of the hour that I'm going to bring out in a second here. Back then I told him about Machete. I said, you have to be Machete. Because first of all, he has a face that's so iconic. I mean, it's like you could rock climb that face. He is the man. But the second thing that really impressed me was just he asked if what the worst high schools were in the area that were shooting Desperado, because he wanted to go talk to them. And this is a guy who had seen a hard life of his own and had turned his life around. And you don't make mistakes in life when you fall down. It's when you don't get back up and do something with your life that you make a true mistake. And so he's constantly been an inspiration to me. And I just have to bring him out so you can meet him before we put on the movie, because this movie is all him. When I did Desperado, I was shocked to find that there weren't many Latin actors getting work in Hollywood. And I just set out on a mission to discover talent, to give them a chance to, I had to go find Salma Hayek and put her in Desperado. I wanted to create my own stars so that we could make movies like this, where I was just in Venice, Italy, and people were chanting, Machete, 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 and they were going, Danny, 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 taking pictures of Danny, and he'd been built up after 189 movies, 9 of which are my own. I just have to tell you, this is the guy who is now just, from ex-con to icon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Austin, Texas. And my cousin Sonny from San Antonio.
¿Qué pasó?
You know what? We couldn't have done this movie without the unbelievable cast that we had. Robert put together a great cast. And, so as good as I tried to be, the cast is just unbelievable. Everybody just came and brought it. You'll see. We were in Venice, Italy, and there it's a very conservative audience. And they kind of clap like. They saw Machete and they went crazy. I even had, are we in Texas? But I really want to thank Robert. I know you're going to enjoy this movie. When you see some of the cast,
I'm going to call out somebody.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've got some other people here.
We've got the eye candy of the world.
This girl I've been wanting to work with for a long time, and finally got to in this movie, and I can tell you she's going to be probably in every movie I ever make from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Rodriguez!
Danny, you're seriously modest. You've been a badass as long as I can remember. I was like 12 years old probably the first time I saw you, like in Blood In, Blood Out. I remember that place. And Robert, I just gotta give you mad respect. This guy's opened up so many doors for so many people, it's not even funny. I'm not even trying to be perverted here.
Thank you, Robert Rodriguez.
We're going to get the party started, and we're going to be back up later with some question and answers, and bringing up the rest of the cast. We got a lot of the cast here, so have a good time. I know you're going to enjoy this movie. Austin, Texas. Was shot in Texas, made by Texans, Austin, Texas. This is our night. Enjoy it.